just going to stop.
Hi guys. Oh, wait. The better half's here.
Hi everyone.
So what we were waiting on was our sale, and we
It's arrived!
did get it.
Our sale has arrived,
Yeah.
and I did let everyone know. Oh, for those of you who don't know, there's like a chat on Patron now, and we've started chatting. So if you haven't seen it, Lee hasn't seen it. I think it's under like a community tab, and then you can go into a chat. Okay. I'm going to show Lee, and he can go on there and chat to you guys as well. But if you have any
chatty one, so I'll keep you guys all chatted up to date.
Yeah. Good luck with that. But if you do want to ask us any specific questions, or you just want to say hi or whatever, that chat is there, and I'll go and check it. We'll check it. And respond. So that's cool. That's a new thing that I only found the other day. So I don't know how long it's been on Patreon, but I only found it the other day. Anyway, I did write on there, and I put a picture up so you guys do know that our precision sale did arrive.
Did it all arrive though? So there may have been a little part missing from the courier, and we don't have our battens, so we haven't started the installation of that yet. We thought we'll wait till we get the battens, and fingers crossed. We had Jeremy from Precision Sales tracking it down for us, so it's been lost in the mail somewhere.
So we thought when it arrived, the box was smaller than we anticipated, and we were like, uh-oh. And then we still were like, it could be all wound up, and it could be fine. And then we opened it and we unrolled it, and we're like, oh no. Yeah. So we were waiting for the sale to splash, and we're due to splash this Friday. We have a date set. We're supposed to splash, and as you all know, we've been waiting for this day for a very, very long time. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't leave yet, because we can't leave without our battens. They're a big part of the sale, and once we leave here, we won't be able to receive any packages. So what does that mean?
Well guys, that means we will be waiting for our battens to arrive. There is some complications around it too. So we just checked out of, we checked out of America, which is, we're on an ESTA visa, as you guys know, Canada, America and Mexico. So we've left that visa, which we're on our last day yesterday actually. So then we've re-entered Mexico just on the 180-day
visit visa.
Or visit pass, they call it.
So we can be in Mexico now for 6 months.
Yeah.
But there could be complications us re-entering into the US.
There might not be either. If we're out for a week or so, then we can usually re-enter. It's
the discretion of the officer when you cross the border, so it's a really hard thing to kind of know what's going to happen. I don't think that we would have any trouble, but you never know. So we are going to have to, we're hoping it's within a week that this is happening. Jeremy said that even if they can't find where the package is, they will send new ones. So fingers crossed that we don't have to sit around waiting too much longer. Yeah, as you all are aware, that we are financially, we've really stretched ourselves being here this long. We didn't plan on being here this long. We were supposed to splash, a couple months ago. So it's been a little bit rough, and then having this news, we're kind of just a little bit, we were really deflated when we opened up the sale and realized that we were going to have to be here longer. And not only that, it's like we've told everybody, when the sale comes, we're back in the water, and we built this big thing up, and I know everyone understands, but it's so hard. Like you get so excited, and then boom, something else goes wrong. It's not like we don't have anything to do.
No, we've still got a small list of jobs to do anyway before we go back in the water. There's a few knocks and scratches and dings around the boat that the boat's so dry now, been sitting on the hard stand for so long, we thought we'd get a bit of gel coat, which Total Boats helped us out there, and we'll just tidy up around the top side there. And like I said, there's still a number of little jobs, but a lot of them can be done along the way.
Nothing that was stopping us from going in the water. The gel coat will be done, and that'll be great, but there's nothing now that's stopping us from getting put back in the water, except leaving without certain things that we needed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's out of our hands, it's out of our control. We're used to these situations. They seem to happen a lot when you're in the cruising world. This cruising lifestyle, you kind of get used to this.
Delays.
But delays and things not arriving and things happening, we are used to it. But it is a little bit demotivating, especially when we've been waiting such a long time. So the kids have been working on a friend's boat while they've been here and getting some money for themselves. So that's been nice for them. Seeing as our projects have slowed down a little bit, they've had a little bit of free time. What does this mean and where are we going?
Where are we going,
Does it change our plans because we are going to be pushed back at least another week?
Yeah, we are time sensitive though. I don't know, we always seem to be time sensitive.
We always seem to be not ready in the right season
Yeah.
or where we're going, which is...
I suppose there's a little bit of we didn't want to be stuck here for another summer.
So the problem is, for those of you who aren't aware, hurricane season officially starts in a couple of weeks. A week? Officially.
Yeah.
We didn't get into the Sea of Cortez until this time last year. So, and we had 3 or 4 months, 3 months in the Sea of Cortez without a problem. And we know that you can go cruising and there usually is plenty of warning for cyclones and there's plenty of holes. I mean, they're not cyclones, hurricanes. And there's plenty of places that you can hide from them. We are aware of that. But we were planning, our plan was to get put back in the water and head south. So our first stop would probably be around the islands off La Paz, and then maybe provision a little bit more in La Paz, go across to Puerto Vallarta and see how the boat is, see how we are, see what's happening and kind of reassess there. And then if everything was okay and all our plans were going how they should be, we would then go from Puerto Vallarta down to Chiapas, check out of Mexico, go to Costa Rica, and then from Costa Rica again reassess the timing, the weather, all of those things, and then sail to Panama. Now, if we had enough money to get through the canal, we'd go through the canal and have hurricane season in the San Blas Islands. This is an ideal plan. This is like everything going smoothly, which happens sometimes, not a lot, as you would know. But that is what we would like to do. Now everything's getting pushed back by a week or two. It's now getting closer and closer into hurricane season, and we're just kind of wondering if that is still the right thing to do. I think, timing-wise, I think we could still get to Panama before June.
We would have to get a real move on, and yeah.
Yeah, we hauled out here in the end of July last year. And a couple of weeks before that was the start of things started to get a little bit heavy in the Sea of Cortez. It was getting very, very hot and there was some storms coming through.
The Tabascos were starting.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't long after that there was a couple of big systems that started forming.
So we have time, if we get in the water within a week or so, out of what we were planning already, we would just have to we would like to get through the canal in June, right? Like at the latest, that's what our plan was. If we get stuck, we could be stuck in Chiapas, which is not ideal. We don't want to be there, or we could get stuck in Costa Rica, which we don't mind if we get stuck in Costa Rica, and then we waited out until the cyclones passed, and then we went through the canal later in the year. Then that would be how it all turns out. We really don't have control about these things. It's very hard to plan, as you all know. This lifestyle is kind of hard to plan, but that is our loose plan. Everyone is asking, and that's what it is. You guys heard it first. You know what we are, like, everything. This is what we are trying to work out right now. So what are your concerns, Captain?
My concerns? Well, I don't like being rushed for starters, especially since we've done so much work on the boat. From the moment we go back in, like, there's like all the valves have been redone. There's new seals on the drive, on the shaft. There's a lot of stuff that'll be new. Like there's a lot of systems haven't been tested, and then hopping in the water with time pressures to get down to the Panama, and not so much just to the Panama, but to be away from the hurricanes. So yeah, there's just time pressure is a big thing,
and also our rigging is really bad.
Yeah, so we don't want to push the boat until we redo the rig. That's concerning. if we're to get any bad weather. So we won't push it. We were just going to nurse it and until we do get the rig done, which is fine. We won't overload it. But yeah, it's just another concern.
So we're nervous about the rigging, and we're a little bit nervous with the hard top. We didn't replace it. That was one of the main reasons why we hauled out, was to replace our hard top, but we didn't actually do that due to a lot of factors, but we will be leaving here with that same situation. And that
we may tidy it a bit up. We do have the welder now, so we may put a few little welds here and there just to strengthen up, just in case we do come across a few heavy blows where we don't want to lose our solar panels.
Yeah, well, so it's not only can we not see out the front, we can manage that, that's fine, and it's old and we get it, it's not a problem, but the worst thing that could happen is we get stuck in a chubasco or a hurricane and the whole thing blows off because we'd lose our power. Those are two things that are the biggest concerns for us, and we thought, we'll be well and truly back before hurricane season and we wouldn't have any issues because we'll just cruise down and we'll take our time.
And in that time, have the time to try out all the systems, so.
Yeah, and see how we're going. But, yeah, things have not really gone to plan since we've been here. And we've spent a lot more money on the boat than we thought we were going to. So, everything has just really got to it just feels like a pressure cooker. And it's like we got to the end and we're only just barely hanging in there. Yeah, so that's where we're up to, and we didn't want to get on here and bum you guys out, but reality is that's where we're at, and we do have things that we really, really need to think about seriously. There is the option to leave the boat here, wrap it up, go back to Australia and work for a bit. And we have contemplated that over and over again the last couple of months. We have been going back and forth. Is that the best decision for our family? And we all do not want to do that. It's so far away that it's not easy enough for, we did.
And it's expensive too, so for 4 people.
And for Lee we used to, when we were closer to home, when we ran a lot of money, we stopped cruising and he would fly back and forth to work. And that was manageable. To do that here is outrageous because it's so expensive and so far away that it's unfortunately not possible to do that. We can't work in America. We can't work anywhere. Everything would take a long time for any one of us to get a job. We'd have to get visas, and it's all just it's a lot. So that is our worst case scenario, is if for some reason we got held up until July, which we don't want to be in this boatyard when it's hurricane season, so that's not going to happen. We're going to make sure we're just going to put back in the water regardless. I mean, someone has to. We don't have buttons on our sail. We don't have buttons on our sail. Do we really need them?
Well, we could be like a bird without bones in their wings. They still work.
Yeah. So this is what's going on with us. We just thought we'd fill you in. We hope you're having a great day, and we hope this video still makes you smile, because we're still smiling. As hard as this has been, we have days where it's really, 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 really rough and tough, and we don't want to be here any longer, but most of those days still end well, and we still love each other, and we still want to continue, and we still have these dreams of and I can see what we're going to do. I see it, I feel it, everything is going to work out okay. It always does. And we just have to keep reassuring ourselves of that and knowing that everything will be okay. And we wanted to share this because you guys are such a huge part of our journey and being able to make this happen. So, again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything.
Alright, so like Sarah's saying, we're so grateful, and our voyage up to date definitely 100% wouldn't be possible without you guys, and I think you guys know that, and we just really feel blessed and grateful that you have been there and supported us through times like this. So,
and we're all excited to splash.
Yeah.
Not just us, you guys are so excited for us, so Yeah, that just brings so much joy when we read comments. Like, everybody's like, are you splashing? And they're so excited. And I think that's what's hard right now, is because we've got our sale and everyone's like, oh, you must be getting put back in the water. And we're like, oh no, something else has kind of gone wrong. But
something has to go right at some stage, so we're waiting.
well, you
for
can
that.
only go up from here, up and into the water, right?
Yeah. I can't stop looking at that. Bella just made up these little bowls, and they're so good.
That's mine. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Sorry for the chocolate in the teeth at the last minute there. I just couldn't wait. Bit like us wanting to go and splash. We just can't wait to get in there. But anyway, thanks, guys, for staying tuned and hanging in there, and we'll keep you up to date as soon as we splash.
Yeah, we'll let you know as soon as our battens get found in the post and arrive, and you guys will be the first to know when we're going back in the water. So it's going to be very exciting. We may even be live for our patrons. That's a good idea. We might do a live for our patrons the day we splash, and you can see the excitement. You can see all the things that go wrong. Nothing's going to go wrong.
What?
Touch wood. But yeah, so you guys can be there with us because you've been such a great support system for us, and we want to have you splash with us. Anyway, someone's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go get that. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.